Hey Gear Seekers, I'm Nick. You guys wanted us to do another build in the Lian-Li O11 Dynamic Mini once again, so that's exactly what we did in this video. Here it is. If you guys want to see how this thing came together, stick around. As usual with these builds on the channel, this build is basically put together to inspire you guys to build beautiful PCs of your own. As for the parts used in this PC, these are all parts that we have on hand. We don't usually go out and buy extra parts for these builds. However, I did try and get some extra fans for this, but I'm going to talk about that a little bit later on in the video. So without further ado, let's see how this beast came together. Alright ladies and gents, I hope you enjoyed this build that you guys requested in the O11 Dynamic Mini. Now let's talk about the parts and why I decided to go with a bunch of these parts. There's some pretty interesting choices going on here. So for the CPU, I went with the Ryzen 9 5900X. The reason why I went with the CPU is because this is exactly what you guys wanted to see from us. The motherboard is the Asus ROG STRIX B550A Gaming. We've never used this board before on the channel and we had it, and because it's got all the white accents, I thought it would go absolutely perfectly with this build. Now this build again is purely for aesthetic purposes only, to inspire you guys to build PCs like this. And I just wanted to mention as well, I actually had to update the BIOS on this motherboard for this CPU to work. I know people are going to ask about that, but yes, I did update the BIOS before I did anything for this build. To cool the 5900X, we went with the NZXT Z63 RGB, although I didn't use the RGB fans that come with it. I just pulled it out of the Meshlicious that we did the other day so I could put it in this build for this project. The RAM's actually a new one. Team Group sent us this new kit of their brand new Team Group Extreme ARGB. I was pretty keen to use it for a white build. I was actually going to save it for another white build later down the line that we've got planned, but I was like, hey, I want to see how this thing actually looks. So I chucked it in. And look how it goes. It's pretty good, eh? Oh, I dig it. It's not too bad. The GPU is the ROG Strix RTX 3080 OC White Edition. And what a beautiful looking GPU this thing is. It really, really stands out. I really, really like it. Now, I decided not to go vertical because I don't have a PCIe Gen 4 riser cable. And there's a Bindi. Hello, Bindi. What are you doing? Okay, I guess she's gonna stick around again. You're so cute. The fans are a little bit of a mashup. I went with Corsair QL fans. I went with 3 QL 120s on the bottom, and then I went with 2 QL 140s on the AIO. Up the top, the 3 LL 120s, and on the back is a white Cooler Master SickleFlow 120. Now, the reason why the rear fan is not a Corsair fan is because I tried to actually go out and buy another Corsair fan today. I even tried to buy a 3-pack of LL 120s and a 3-pack of white QL 120s, but the second I hit like checkout so I could go and pick it up, they were out of stock. So it was actually quite annoying, and I know people are gonna pick on it and they're gonna be like, oh, you could have used another fan. I legitimately could not even get another fan for this build, and I really, really wanted to share this build with you guys as soon as possible. All the cable extensions are Cooler Master cable extensions. There's a white 24-pin power connector and a mashup of black and white PCIe power cables. The reason why I went with a white 24-pin and like black and white cables for the rest is because I can't find my black and white 24-pin cable extension, and I actually don't think it looks too bad it being mismatched like this. So like the whole thing with this PC is, it really is a mashup of all of these parts, but it came together so nicely. And when you put the glass panels on it as well, and I didn't film with the glass panels because it's too reflective and I just can't be bothered dealing with all of that right now, it looks phenomenal, especially with the tinted glass. I think this thing looks awesome. Now, if you want to see the review that I did of this case, it's in the top right-hand corner right now. I had a few controversial things to say about the case. I still feel the same way, but the way that this thing looks with all of these parts looks spectacular. I really, really like it. Now, the last thing I want to do is address the AIO placement. Oh, the tubes are up, everything's going to explode and die and water's going to go everywhere. It's fine, guys. This is legitimately a PC that's going to last for about not even a day. So just chill out. It's all gravy, baby. All right, guys, if you want to know what the parts are for this build, I'll put a PC part picker list down below in the description. If you like the music you heard here, I make all the music. It's available over on Patreon. You want to get early access to videos like this one right here? It's on Floatplane. Once again, thank you so very much for watching. I'm your boy Nick with Gear Seekers, and this is Bindi with Gear Seekers. You peek. We seek. What do you reckon, Bindi? What?
She's sleeping.
She's sleeping?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing, baby? She's been in like a couple of videos now. I can't stop her from jumping on the table, and I'm not going to push her away because she's too cute.
Actually asleep.
Is she asleep?
Yeah, she's full on asleep.
You're a good girl. She always likes sleeping around Dad. I always like sleeping around Dad. She's so cute. Anyways, guys, what do you reckon, Bindi? You gonna say something? Yeah, she's asleep. I don't want to wake her up. Thanks for watching.
She's actually asleep.
I also had a haircut today too, so yeah.